part 2 of the QAV-R 220 build. In this video, I'm going to show you where to solder the ESCs. So where on the ESCs we're going to turn up. I'm going to show you how to mount the ESCs onto the frame and then hook it up to our flight controller. We are also going to be mounting our motors and finishing off our frame. So let's get ready with our ESCs. Okay, so here's our ESCs, X-Racer Quadrant 25 amp ESCs. So we open the box, find 4 nice ESCs, stick them out, put this aside. Okay, on our build, we're going to arrange the ESCs like this. So, one corner, there is another corner, there we go, hopefully. Super duper. There we go. I have to check which way I soldered these because they look exactly the same. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to look something like this in our quad itself. So, 2 of these ESCs we're going to turn the pads on side A, and these 2 we're going to turn on side B, which is bottom. So let's get into that. Alrighty, it's ESC time. So as you can see, I have one of the ESCs on my extend arm so you guys can see. The side that has these capacitors on, we need 2 of them, so 2 opposite sides, and we're going to solder or turn up our positive and negative. So on both the ones that have the side of the capacitors, it's positive and negative. So as you can see, I've already turned mine up. You guys can go ahead and do that. With the other 2 ESCs, find the side that doesn't have those capacitors and turn up the positive and negative as well. Now, once we've done that, we're ready to mount or tie together the ESCs and the flight controller. So let's get into that. Okie dokie, before we mount our ESCs or connect them to our flight controller, we need to just prepare our flight controller if you haven't done this already. So all you have to do is attach wires to wherever you're going to mount your ESCs. So for example, on here there's a positive, or positive, negative, blah blah blah, all the way around for 4 ESCs. I did it this way, but you don't have to. You can mount the ESCs on the arms individually, or you can wire it up a different way. There's a number of ways to do this, but this is just the way I'm doing it. So before we get into that, let's solder up our FPV harness that we created earlier, just so that it will make it easier to mount everything once all of our ports are turned up and wired together. So let's zoom in. Alrighty. Okay, you can see here it says V in, V out, RAM, and a ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to put from our camera the yellow one through the bottom. If I can get it here. Anyway, this is going to go in here. Then we're going to get our VTX signal wire or video wire, and it's going to go to our V out. Well, mine is connected, well, hard soldered to my VTX because this one has a problem. Okay, then we're going to ground the whole system with a ground there, and for our VTX power, we're just going to run a 5V from the second rail. Okay, I hope you guys can see all of that. So V in, V out, RAM, which is our voltage for the camera as well, is going to go in RAM. I forgot to say that. So yeah, go in there, sure, stay there. Okay, see what I did? I'll take some pictures, post it up. Let's do that. Alrighty, we've soldered up our FPV gear. So just to go over it again, this is your video in from your camera, and this is your video going out to your FPV transmitter. This RAM is your voltage for your camera, and the ground is ground. But we've grounded our camera and our VTX here because we don't want loss of ground issues and shit like that. So anyway, what I'm going to do now, we're just going to go over all of this small wires all over the board with some hot glue. It will just keep them in place if there is any hard crashes or anything, which I think there will be. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that, and then we can get into wiring up our ESCs. Alrighty, so when you're done, you should have something that looks like this here. So when we turn it over, we have ESC1, ESC2, ESC3, and ESC4. So all of them corresponding. It looks like a hot heaping mess, but it's not looks that count, you know? Okay, anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to mount this onto our frame, and then we are very close to the end. So what we'll do is we'll cut to how the quad is going to look with the motors and the flight controller and ESCs all on. I won't screw anything down, just so you guys can see what the hell is going on. And 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, now what we're going to do is, I didn't actually put them in because I thought, let me show you guys how to do it. You can all learn something. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get some nylon washers, put on the ends of these because I think this is aluminium. So I don't want any shorts or anything on the carbon. Okay. And I should get one around here. Right, that's it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we can mount these on here. But before we do that, we're going to create a little space with these longer standoffs. So not the shortest one, the one just after that. So we're going to create some space in here first. Close that up nicely. Putting these things back in. Alrighty, so let's twist this on. Just see how it's going to look, because we still have to turn up our motor leads. Glue. Not glue protects, but everywhere. Get out of here. Reach up and beat. Alright. Yeah. Slowly but steady. Bit of a tight fit, but I made it that way. As I said, you guys can do it whichever way you like. This So if you do it the other way, what you would do is, instead of doing this step, you would just actually work your way in. So you do your flight controller, put it in the middle because it's PWM as well. Then you work your way from the outside in. So motors, ESCs 1, 2, 3, 4 on the arms, and yeah, do it like that. So I'm just trying a cool stack trick here, and hopefully it pays off. Go on. I'm restoring my long nail pliers, otherwise it made this job a million times easier. Right. Sorry about getting out of shot. Right. A bit fancy. Trying to be fancy here. But it's okay. Oh, God, yes. Oh, I lost the washer. I lost the washer. Okay. Going home. Going home. Aye. Okay, lost it now. Make sure all your wires and stuff are out of the way. That will cause problems. Change this a bit. finding it difficult to do this. Just loosen one side, tighten another side, and slowly you'll get all of them down. Don't put your nuts on it. Cover. Okay, that's basically how I'll stick and look. Don't worry if the ESCs aren't completely straight, because as we tighten these things down they'll get better, and the ESCs don't really have any gyroscopes or anything to any problem with speed. That's pretty much all the work we have to do before finishing up this little beauty. Another one. Well, 1, 2, and then we're just gonna solder up all these. So all of these motor output wires, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can go ahead and turn up all these motor output ones, solder these on, and then we can mount our motors. And that's the end of that part. Part 2. In the next video, what we'll be doing is installing all our FPV gear, our camera and PTX and stuff, then installing our receiver to this one here, and completing the rest of the build. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, tell your friends. This is all fun and games. It's just for us to learn. If I don't know something, you don't know something, we can teach each other. Anywho, I'm rambling. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.